Hi there, this is Marc Brunet, and this is the ultimate career guide for 3D artists. So if you've ever considered a career as a 3D artist, this course is definitely for you. So it's my best attempt yet at condensing my 10 years of knowledge working in the game industry into a guide that is packed with content and that covers absolutely everything when it comes to the job of a 3D artist. I've been working in the game industry for many years, about 10 years in total, and the last 8 of those years were spent at Blizzard Entertainment, where I worked on games like Titan/Overwatch, Heroes of the Storm, as well as StarCraft. So here is what we are going to be covering. The guide is going to be split in 7 chapters. So I'll start with the basics of what the job is and what are the different paths that you can take. The second chapter is going to be about the techniques. Since this is aimed at beginners as well as more advanced artists looking for a career bump, I'll cover some extra stuff to bring everybody up to speed. So we'll look at all the software used in the industry, and I'll demo in real time 2 of the most popular pipelines for creating game assets. The third chapter is going to be all about the 3D industry. So those are all the things that I wish I knew before I started. Pretty much everything I can think of as far as what it's like when you actually get in and start working as a professional. And then I'll jump right into the first mega chapter, where I'll be covering the entire creation of a hand-painted character from start to finish. So this is going to be a really big chapter. We'll also be building a great base mesh and sculpt that we'll be able to reuse in future projects. And then that brings me to the next chapter, which is another monster chapter covering the entire creation of a more current gen PBR character using the base body from the previous chapters. In chapter 6, we'll create cool color variations. We'll do a rigging and posing in ZBrush. And also we are going to be looking at how to set up the shaders and the scene to be able to create some awesome shots in Marmoset. This way we'll have some awesome content to upload to our portfolio. The last chapter is going to be all about getting the job. So all the necessary steps that are required. So from exposure, how to get the most exposure and the fastest way possible, to applying, and finally to nailing the interview. Now with the videos, you also get all the extra content, including the base mesh, the base sculpt, and everything else. All the scenes that I'll be creating will be there available for download, just so that you can better follow along. The review so far has been absolutely amazing, so I'm really grateful that people are actually enjoying the content, and this should give you a kind of like a good indication of what you can expect from this. Alright, and if you do get it, please show me the kind of characters that you create out of this, or the kind of assets that you create out of this. I'll be so excited to see. Now we have a ton of content to cover, so let's get started. Alright, see you in there.